Hi, my name is Susan. For my first DIY, I'm taking these plates from Dollar Tree, and I gave them about 3 coats of Waverly Chalk Paint in white. Once they were dry, I took my black paint pen and I drew 3 circles around the edge of the plate. Then I took my pen and I started drawing lines meeting that bottom circle. I took my Waverly Chalk Paint in crimson and I painted a checkerboard pattern around the edge of my plate. Then I took the Waverly Chalk Paint in ink and I painted the white spaces of the checkerboard pattern. I really love how black and red looks together. And I also painted the edge of the plate using the ink chalk paint. I took my gold paint pen and I just drew lines where the black checkerboards are on the left side of them. I actually found these sunflowers in the garbage. It was a lucky day for me. And I removed the stems and I hot glued the leaves and flowers to the center of my plates. And here's how they turned out. They are so bright and lively. I love them. They would be a great pop of color in any kitchen for the summer. Canada is in lockdown and they have been unable to buy craft supplies. So some of my Canadian friends are hosting this We're in Lockdown collab. The hosts are Lisa of Lisa & Company, Sandra of DIYs at the SCHWOWIN'S Nest, Sonja at Domestic Diva DIY, and Antoinette of Simple Yet Chic. Those of us who are not in lockdown are invited to participate by thinking outside the box and using items that aren't traditionally craft items, such as from the kitchen department, automotive, etc., and making our crafts from this. We can go to the dollar store. I will have these ladies' channels listed in the description box down below. Please check out these channels. They are so talented and inspiring. I love watching them. And I will also have the playlist as well. I can't wait to see what everybody makes. For my second DIY, I'm taking a broken drawer from this unit I redid that was given to my husband. I use it for some of my smaller craft items, and it is great storage. A few of the drawers, the plastic window part was broken, and I left those out just to store paint. I'm making sure that the plastic part is smooth, that you can't feel the little crack. And I was going to use this drawer in a previous project, but I changed my mind. So I painted it with Waverly Chalk Paint in ink. It had been painted in a brown before. I painted the bottom first, and then I would dry it in between the coats. It took about 2 coats for the bottom. The rest only took 1 coat and a little touch up. But I wanted it to dry so that I could sit it down to paint the rest. I painted the inside and the outside. I didn't concern myself with painting the window part, but I wasn't worried about being too neat around it as well. And while I was at it, I had these letters from BB Craft from before, and I just painted them in the Waverly Chalk Paint and ink, and I just took out the letters that spell farm. I took this contact paper from Dollar Tree, and I never get tired of this paper. I think it is the prettiest paper. And I just held it over where the plastic window is and just cut out the indentations. I just rubbed my finger around it. I just peeled off the backing of the contact paper and laid it down and tried to get it as smooth as I could. This is very forgiving. And then I took my letters and I just hot glued them onto the bottom there for it to spell out farm. I took my paint pen that was gold and I just kind of went around the edges of the farm to make it pop a little against the background. And I just took one little strip of this ribbon that I had from Dollar Tree. You could use anything that you have left over. It's just one strip that I put across the top. And these little wooden flowers I had gotten from Amazon. And I just glued them on as well. You could use stickers or anything that you want to. And here's how it turned out. I think it's beautiful. And if you don't have a box like this, which I know most people would not, you could use the containers like the produce containers at Dollar Tree or the food storage containers. But I really love how this turned out. And like I said, I love that contact paper. It is my favorite. For my third and final project, I'm taking just ham came in this little bowl thing, and I just took one of the mop heads from Dollar Tree and I cut off the sides. I'm going to save that little part of the mop, and I'm going to take some jute twine. It doesn't take a lot. We all save our little scraps of jute twine and stuff. But I just went around, and I'm sorry that this ended up partially out of the frame. And I did the corners, and then I just went around ever so far apart and just glued the jute twine and cut it down a little longer than the box. Now I'm going to take my mop head strings and I'm just going to make it like into a basket pattern. And I will go under one of the jute twines and over the next, and just keep repeating all the way around and alternating until I've got that basket weave. Once I got to the bottom, I just wound the mop rope all the way around until it met in the center. And make sure you tuck in your jute twine strings. I painted the inside of my bowl with the black so that the light wouldn't shine through. I probably would have done better to have painted it with white, but I didn't mind how it looked. I had some rope that I had taken off of a previous project, and I just went around the top. I was going to do the jute twine, but it would have used so much and the rope went so much quicker, and I had the scrap rope left anyway. And that little fringe there at the top at the other end of the rope, I cut it off, and you want to save that to fill in the gaps. I just took a few of the strands and I just tucked them into wherever the gaps were in my rope. Now the little black part that I cut off of the mop head, I glued it on the front, and I just added one of those little wooden flowers, and I think it turned out so cute. I really love this, and it was really very simple. And here are all my projects together. Which one is your favorite? I'm kind of partial to my little box up there. Those plates, I don't know, I love them all. Let's just admit it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. And thank you, Lisa, Sandra, Sonja, and Antoinette for hosting this challenge. It was a lot of fun. It made me think outside of the box. So, and until next time, bye y'all.